sounds and screams.
And we're live. How's it going, everybody? I see one person's in the chat so far, so we'll wait for a few seconds and see if people come along.
Okay.
I'm gonna just welcome everybody here.
I love the intro, by the way.
Thank you. My buddy Todd from Max Washington Songs did the music side of it for me so that I wouldn't get any copyright claims.
Yeah,
So
that's a big issue. People claim crazy. I did this student film in Brooklyn College, and we used Purple Rain in it. Well, I just acted in it.
yeah.
And Prince saw it and removed everything in that thing on YouTube, like all the dialogue and music, because we didn't pay for Purple Rain in the student.
Oh my God. But that's kind of cool. At the same time.
It is cool, but it's also, I guess it's better because I was just adjusting from theater to TV acting, so
Yeah.
I don't think I was a bit too big for the screen, you know what I mean?
Right.
Theatrical, but it's also not right to do that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get why he would be upset, even though he had millions and millions of dollars, but
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, no, I have a story of just the other day. I did my hour-long in-depth review of 28 Years Later, which I was very, very excited to see and review.
I wanted to see that, and I want to watch your review, but I haven't seen 28 Days Later since it came out, so I've been rewatching that a little bit, and
Yeah.
it's pretty good, but I'm nervous. I'm nervous about the new one.
I liked it a lot, but don't watch my whole review, just watch half because the second half I do spoilers. I got right into it. Yeah, there's mixed stuff about it, but I liked it. I liked it a lot actually, but I like digging into all the details and stuff, and you really have to do that with this one because there's a lot going on. But I did a snippet of the trailer with no sound, and I did my voiceover over top of it, just like under 20 seconds. And I did, as I usually do, just to say what the film's about, and then I get into my review. My review was an hour long, so there was more of me talking than there was this little snippet. And what happened? Sony happened. Boom, copyright claim. And I was like, "Oh man, really?" And I was like, "Wait, they did say it's out there, so it's like it's on YouTube, it's out there, it's allowed, but down the road when I'm monetized, fully monetized, they could come after me over that video and kind of do it." So I opted to just remove that little segment, and it's fine. But I was like, "Oh, what?" And I said good things about the movie too.
Right.
You
It's
know,
about bad things or not. They don't want anyone making any money off of their work. And I get it, but
their
at the
stuff, yeah.
same time, if they're going to do that to a student film, they're going to do that to any, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah. So I think from now on, because I've always done little snippets of things, unless it's an indie film, I might just do the poster. Just put the poster up and talk about the film and then just do my talking and leave it at that.
That's probably better. I'm not sure if posters have copyrights or anything.
I guess it could, but generally they don't. Still images are usually pretty good. In the how many years I've been doing it, they don't usually go after that. They go after the video clip. You absolutely cannot have sound, music, sound, none of that, 100%. But sometimes the little video clip. If it's an older film, they tend to not really care. It's
Well,
when it's brand new is when they seem to go after people.
there's a lot of YouTubers that do my first reaction to this movie, or
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't get the rights to like, I mean, they obviously don't show the whole movie, but there's something they're doing that they're able to do it. And it's funny. It's like my first time watching Ghostbusters. We're like, this is not your first time watching Ghostbusters. That is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they get a lot of claims, a lot of copyright claims that they have to fight, and you can actually fight them. And if you can prove to them it's like fair use, like under the fair use regulations, like that you're using it to educate or teach or whatever, you're not using it to like just like restream it to make money off of it. Um, you can win. So I think that's how they kind of get that. And then it's kind of frustrating because it's sort of hit and miss. Like they'll pick and choose what they decide to go after. So
Right.
sometimes bigger YouTubers, nothing happens to them. Like I'm fairly sure Chris Stuckman, who's like top of the, YouTubers of all of the movie community, doesn't get copyright claims or anything against him. So
Plays the clips without sound.
what's that?
I think he plays the movie clips without sound, especially if he's reviewing a new movie.
That's what I did.
I know that's what you do, but I'm
And
saying I've seen some of his stuff. He's an interesting character. Do you know him at all?
yeah. No, I've never met him or anything. I know he's got a movie coming out, but it just seems to be taking forever to come out.
Yeah, that sometimes that happens. That happens, unfortunately. Even though I believe what's his name's like an executive producer on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I think it was aired at a film festival
Oh, was it?
already. Yeah. But I think they just haven't released it yet. I haven't really heard much about it the
That's.
last couple months.
I remember when he announced it like 2 years ago that he was in production. He was in production during COVID. I thought maybe five
Yeah.
years. That's
Might
crazy.
have been. Yeah. Yeah, it was a long time, but he kind of took us through the process from beginning to end. And I know that's a long process. People think, oh, we started it, it'll be out in 2 weeks, and it takes a long time to go, but it's been an exceptionally long time.
It's
So,
very interesting because for Case 39, I don't know if you know, this isn't a spoiler, but they filmed it in 2007. It didn't
right,
come out in 2010.
to release it.
Yeah.
Do they sometimes wait like for the perfect moment to release stuff, or the studio kind of says, yeah, no, we're putting that
I sometimes the
on the
studio.
pile?
I've never been involved in the studio, but I've seen other movies get put on the back burner, and then let's say uh, Bradley Cooper has a hit like The Hangover in 2009,
Hmm.
release it to get more.
I have a story about that, but go ahead.
No, they just release it so it makes more money. They're like, oh, Bradley Cooper did this before the big thing. But what's your story? It's not. That's all I had to say.
First, I'm going to say hello to some of the chat because we've been kind of ignoring everyone. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? Up to 2014, you were telling me that. That's amazing, man. Started training in 2 weeks. A friendship ended. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Anthony. That's not cool. Um, Brianna's doing well. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thanks for stopping by, Anthony, and hanging out. I really appreciate it. I hope your weekend's going good. Oh, I also very much appreciate you for that, Anthony, that you do that. That's really sweet of you. Hey, Katie, how's it going? I can't wait for our live stream next weekend. Super excited about that. I don't think Ben and you haven't probably not seen each other for a while
Yes,
because you were on her channel, were you not?
I think I was. Yeah, I
A
think a
long time ago?
while ago. Yeah, I don't remember. My memory's not as good as it used to be.
That was a long time ago. It was probably a couple of years ago now.
Probably.
Um, and you had a copyright strike on YouTube. Oh my goodness. They're after us, Anthony. They're trying to shut us all down.
What happens?
It does happen, yeah. Yeah, I'm so excited. Okay. Okay, my story really quickly and then we'll start the movie. Actually, let's start the movie really quick and then I'll tell you my story.
I'm
Oh, Katie said it's good to see you, Ben.
good to see you, Katie.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna gear up my TV. I think I have it pretty well ready to go. Nope, it kicked me off. Okay, here we go. Back to it. I'm just going to make sure my subtitles are on. So another thing, Ben, is to have your volume down, because if you can hear it through,
Right.
we're going to have copyright issues.
Okay.
Okay. English subtitles. So that's what you usually do, is just put the subtitles on, and then you can have it playing low.
I always watch with subtitles anyways.
Okay, perfect. Okay, everybody ready to watch this movie? We're watching Case 49. For me, it's on Netflix. Ben, you said you rented it. So if everybody's ready to go, I'll do a countdown to get it started. And then if you're behind, we can always do a timestamp for everybody too. All right, let's do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. This one's an hour and 50 minutes too.
That's
I
pretty
didn't realize it was so long.
indie film.
That's okay. Okay, I think we're good. I have my volume up a little bit, but I think it's far enough away. I think it's okay. Echo. Make it a good countdown. You're a clown, Echo. So this week, Echo did Trauma Week. So we all watched trauma movies and reviewed them and whatnot. I did one. I couldn't commit to the whole week, but I did one. So that was very fun. Those are quirky films, I gotta say.
They're very quirky.
I did the Frog Monster one. It was like a Creature from the Black Lagoon type of deal. Yeah, it was fun. That was not a weak countdown, Echo. That was an amazing countdown. I defy you to do better than me. Okay, so my story. So, Zach Galifianakis from The Hangover. Okay. I had my vegan cafe a few years back, and we got a call from a man, right? And he said, "My family's visiting next week. I would love it if we could like rent out your cafe. There, vegan food and all that kind of thing. And if that would be a cool thing to do." So we're like, "Yeah, sure, we'll do that." And then he comes in, he gives us like a deposit up front, and shakes hands and stuff. And then he mentions that his son-in-law is, I don't know if you know him, but was Zach. And we're like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, so Zach and his wife are visiting with the grandkids, and we'll bring them over." And he goes, he was in the movie The Hangover kind of thing. I was like, What? So, needless to say, they came after hours. Um, and the only thing was Zach didn't end up coming. His wife did with the one kid because their little one was not feeling well. So Zach ended up staying with the little one at the house. And she came, so we got to meet his wife and the one little boy. He was so cute. He was like just devouring all the chocolate stuff and that. And at the end of the night, the grandpa, the dad, he showed me the text message. He asked Zach, "What can we bring you food wise?" And Zach wanted like a smoothie and, salad or whatever. So he ended up showing us that he actually is there. There he is. There's the text message from him. So that's my story for The Hangover.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was fun. She was really nice. They were really nice people. And then they had like another couple family members or something that came, and we cooked food for them and stuff. So it was pretty fun.
That's probably pretty exciting. I loved his comedy for the longest time. He has this amazing joke. I'm sure you've heard it. He's like, my sister has a multiple personality disorder.
Right.
She called me up the other day and my caller ID exploded.
And you say it again?
Caller ID exploded.
Oh. Ah. Super cute. Yeah, he's fun. I really would have loved to have met him, but you know, I get it.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
He's also a really good actor too.
Oh yeah, I believe that for sure. Yeah. Did you get ever to meet him? Or are you just like watching him on movies?
I grew up watching his stand up before he became huge. He was also, I don't know if you remember Out Cold.
I don't think so.
It's like a snowboard raunchy comedy.
Okay.
Was made, I think, 99 or 2000. It's a pretty funny movie.
Okay. No, I don't think I've ever seen that one. I'll look for it, check it out.
I got you.
So I guess in this movie, Renee Zellweger is like a uh, social worker, I think, if I remember.
And it's not clear. She's driving around. I mean, yeah, I guess she is a social worker. Yeah.
I think that's what she is. She ends up checking on that kid. That's all I remember, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, it's been a while for me too.
I remember it being one of those movies that like everybody was like, "Oh, you gotta watch it," you know, and I just kind of put it off, and then I finally got to sit down and watch it. And I think I remember it being pretty good.
Yeah, I remember. Definitely remember the bathroom. That's all I'll say.
The what?
Bathroom scene.
I don't remember that.
Then
That'll
I'll.
be a surprise.
If you don't remember it, I'm kind of shocked.
The bathroom scene. I remember the kitchen scene, and that's all I'll say. That part of that, I think.
Kitchen scene. I don't remember that.
Yeah, unless I'm thinking of another movie.
It's very possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very possible. Oh, because it's streaming now, I finally got to see the movie The Ritual with Al Pacino.
Which one?
The Ritual
Is
with
that
Al Pacino.
new?
Yeah, it's a possession film,
Okay.
and it's about the story of Anna Eklund. I think it's the Anna Eklund story.
Okay.
Anyway, I was underwhelmed. I was like, what is this? I tried really hard. I'm gonna watch it again, but I don't even know if I can review it. I can't do reviews where I'm super negative the whole way through.
I hear that. That makes sense. It's not fun.
No. And I just feel bad because there are people that put everything into this film, and the director is someone who, he maybe thought it was going to be amazing, and he got Al Pacino in it. And I just, because I'm sure Al Pacino and people like that don't care. They don't care what I think, but maybe the director would care, you know? And I think he's like a new and upcoming director as well, but it just like, it just didn't do it. It was like, I didn't understand what they were doing. Because I'm starting to see with visuals and the way they film the shots and stuff, why they do the things that they do, and I
Mm.
couldn't understand why they were making the choices that they were making, and I was like, I don't know. Al Pacino, great performance. Patricia Heaton, great performance,
Oh, yeah. Two wonderful actors.
but it was lacking, you know?
You're not like every movie, and that's okay. You know.
Yeah, yeah. But I wanted to. I wanted to like it so badly, you know?
Yeah.
But just didn't work for me. This kid's really creepy, hey?
She's very creepy. I remember her doing a good job in this. I wonder what she's doing nowadays.
This is 2009, I think, so she's probably
2000,
all grown up.
2007. So
7, okay. She's probably all grown up now.
I would assume so.
Yeah. Yeah, she's very dark, sinister looking.
It has another great actor, Ian McShane, in this, who's a phenomenal British actor
Oh,
from Sexy Beast.
okay. I'm not remembering his character in this one.
I know I saw his name, so I know he's in here. You'll reckon he was in Deadwood. Have you ever watched Deadwood? He's also in Deadwood.
I think so. I think maybe a bit, yeah.
Oh, he's in John Wick also. If you've seen John Wick,
Okay. Does he play the dad in this one?
I don't remember who he plays in this one.
Okay.
Might make sense.
Yeah, I
But
have to wait till I'm more familiar with this movie again because I'm not remembering all of it
no,
yet.
that's the dad.
That's the dad.
Yeah.
The British actor's the dad?
No. Whoever
Different guy.
right now, yeah, has to be right.
Okay. It's so creepy because you're like, this poor kid, but they look so stressed like they haven't slept for ages.
They also don't look like a really happy couple either.
No.
They're creepier than the daughter.
Kinda. Something's weird going on there. And the dad's like, yeah, whatever.
So why do you keep going over to whisper in her? That's if I was a social worker and you did that, I would say get the fuck out. That's what I would say.
Yeah. So, have you done anything fun lately,
Have I done anything fun lately?
acting wise?
No, not really.
Could...
A weird audition where they wanted me to do a Chaplin-esque movement, and I hated it because Chaplin's a genius. You
Yeah.
can't you can try and mimic. I know they wanted an idea, but that's like saying, can you please act like Laurence Olivier? Like do a little Olivier.
Okay, go.
I can't. I was so miserable. I'm like, they wanted like 3 different takes. One where he's Charlie Chaplin, one where he's like a kind of like a hero who's not a real hero, but he's either gonna save the day or ruin everything. And then
Right.
an action movie take. I'm like, this is about a security guard hating his job, playing games on his phone. Like, this is weird.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Did you just push through and do it?
I pushed through and did it. I think I did okay, but I don't like that. I've had other acting experiences where they're like, I want you to act like Kramer from Seinfeld. I'm like, that's not a note. That's not a note. That there's a reason why Michael Richards played Kramer. Like, give me a fucking note.
Oh, it sounds challenging. I don't think I could ever do those kinds of things.
I mean, it's good to have the challenge. I'm not saying you can't, but like Charlie Chaplin, that it's just insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I can completely see that. Kudos to you for trying.
Sometimes you just get too in your head about it, you know?
Yeah. Do you, when you go to an audition, do you get like a bit of time to prepare and do it, or is it all pretty quick with a lineup of people behind you?
It varies. Like nowadays, you don't really go in person. I mean, some people have you go in person, but a lot of time, the last few years have been mostly taped auditions, which I prefer, honestly.
Oh, so if that's the case, do you get time to do it and submit?
It
Or is
again.
it like a live session?
Sorry, what did you say?
Is it like a live session or do you
Oh,
get time to tape it?
you have time to tape it, but it's a limited time. So let's say they give me the sides Wednesday. They want it shot by Friday, and it might be 12 pages long, and it's not impossible, but it's harder to memorize 12 pages. You're not able to do what you want to do with the character because you need to
Right.
memorized, and it's just not a lot of time. But sometimes you can pull it off. It's just it really varies on what they want. Sometimes you have time. Sometimes it's just like 2 to 3 pages. So it's not too bad. But for me, I don't like holding the pages because it limits me.
Right.
So a lot of other people have other ways of doing it, but if I'm holding it, I can't embody the character because I'm too focused on looking at the lines.
Yeah. That brings me to my next point. What's it like memorizing all the lines? Because I could not do that.
Yes, you could.
No, I couldn't.
You
Do
can.
you can you do things segments at a time, or you have to learn all 12 pages at once?
For auditions or for shooting?
Both.
It's different for shooting. Shooting, you do 3.5 to 4 pages every day. So you just got to know what you're shooting that day, and it's very easy. You just have to
Okay.
over and over and over again.
Yeah.
For auditions, it varies because sometimes they give you 2 pages, sometimes they give you 10 pages, sometimes they give you 7 pages.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, you just have to. Everyone has their own way of doing it. You go over it, you go over it, and you go over it. I personally like to write it down over and over and over again to the point where I don't to look at the pages anymore, and it's already like by the 8th time I'm rewriting it, it's in my head because I've been looking at it for so long.
Yeah, I was talking to my friend Rick. You know Ricky from Old AF Reviewers? He's probably popped up in some of the groups. Anyway, he does some acting now as well, and he's been in a couple of films, and he said that's how he does it too. He writes it down until he gets it, but he said there's lots of people that show up and don't know their lines properly, but he likes to be get in there, get it done, and then he's done, walk out kind of thing.
Yeah, but I also don't like to over rehearse because if you over rehearse, you can't. There's no spontaneity. So, if that makes sense, and then there's people who literally record themselves, record a space between it, and record the other line. So they record the other lines and then they play it back, so they're able to work off of themselves. And
That's interesting.
yeah,
That's interesting.
there's no one way to do it. Some people. Like they say Kieran Culkin looks at like a 5-page monologue and memorizes it in an instant, which is unfucking believable. But he's also been acting since he was 6, so
photogenic memory or whatever, photographic memory.
Yeah,
that'd be cool if you could. I wish I could do that. Wonder if you practiced if you could get that good.
Well, I feel like he's just been at it for so long. I actually just saw him on Broadway in Glengarry Glen Ross, and he was.
Did you?
He was unbelievable.
That's cool. I'd love to go see a show.
I love Broadway.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Do you get to do that very often?
No, not as much as I want. Just 2 seconds ago, that was Ian McShane. If you caught that.
Oh, the.
Not that guy. He had long black hair or longer black hair, and like
okay.
But maybe it'll go back in. Sorry.
That's
no,
okay.
I don't get to go to Broadway. They're so expensive since COVID.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I believe that. Oh, I know who he is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's like her boss or something?
Maybe. That makes sense.
Yeah, I know who he is.
She doesn't make really good eye contact, this kid, but that's probably part of the character.
Yeah. Yeah, I expect.
Some child actors are really, really impressive.
The child actor that's in 28 Years Later, you will love.
I heard he shoulders it looks like he's literally the main guy.
Yeah. Amazing. I'm sure he's older than what he's portraying, but really talented kid. Very talented.
Here's my problem with 28 Years Later. They used that picture of you-know-who for promotion. And then from what I hear, he's only in like 8 seconds of the film.
I can't answer that.
I didn't
spoil it.
Asking for an answer, but you know what I'm talking about.
ugh, I can't say.
Hey,
You
you.
gotta watch it, then we can talk about it.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. There's just so much going on in it, and I think a lot of people were pissed because they watched it too fast and then they judged it without thinking about it. What I did and what I always do is these deep dives. I'm always like picking out all the details and cross-checking it and that. And that movie, as I went over the next 24 hours after I'd seen it, so many things connected together for me. And then I had questions about stuff that I wasn't aware of that I looked up to talk about it. And that's what I loved about it. But that part that you're talking about, I thought that too, but I can't say.
We could talk about it after I see it, but
Yes.
that kind of shit bothers me so much.
Yeah, but it's apparently this is going to be one of 3 films, or at least one of 2 films.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So does that make sense to you then?
No, because
There's 3,
even
maybe.
even logically, it makes zero sense.
Well, yeah, I definitely think it was like a marketing kind of scheme, but a lot of the trailer is very misleading. It doesn't play out like what you think.
Oh, I'm sure it's a good. I love his. I usually like that movie and Dawn of the Dead 2005 are my 2 favorite zombie movies ever made. I don't like The Walking Dead. I'm sorry to say, I
I
can't.
did. I didn't like it near the end though.
Okay, I'm sorry. That first pilot episode was fucking ridiculous.
Of The Walking Dead. I
Yeah,
watched it later actually. I didn't watch it when it first came out.
I watched. My sister's obsessed with it, and I always make fun of her about it because there's no way Andrew Lincoln gets out of the hospital. Gets out of the hospital. That's not a spoiler.
I love Andrew Lincoln.
He's a great actor, but he gets out of the hospital. He can barely walk, and then he climbs a 6-foot fence with no issue.
Yeah. It could happen. Yeah, I get it. And they kind of went really far with it, and it kind of went on like way too long. Like, and it's still going on now, actually.
And they have
Like
like
spin-offs.
offs. I'm not trying to crap on it, but it's just ridiculous. I
It
hate.
did kind of destroy the whole zombie or whatever infected. Echo would have my head for that
Oh,
because he's always arguing with the two. It kind of killed it, right? Like I said in my last video that I would have done zombie movies as my topic for my YouTube channel because I just love all those movies so much. But it's just everybody hates them now. So I was like, I'm not going to do it. So now I'm doing possession exorcism movies, which is also hated by everybody too. So you can't
not,
really win. But
not hated by everybody, but I hear you.
wow,
This is the scene you're talking about, right?
but there's a lot of controversy, so it makes for good videos, I guess.
It does. Is this the scene you're talking about? Because I do not remember this.
Yes, yeah, this one, the oven scene.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's her boss. Ooh. Pretty tense.
That's got to be traumatic for that kid.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty horrifying. Like, ah, oh. Or maybe he's a cop.
He's a cop because I don't think her boss would have a gun randomly.
I was like, wait, is he a cop?
Jesus. They were gonna cook her?
Yeah. Whoa. See that? I don't think, yeah, he has to be a cop. Like,
I'm shocked.
I remember watching this the first time and being like on the edge of my seat the whole time, like, yikes.
Yeah.
Whoa. See her. Wow. He punched her. That's how I was with the 28 years later, edge of my seat the whole time, like just wow.
Was the theater full, or
Well,
did you
there was a lot of people, yeah, compared to normal, there was a lot of people. And it was like the first, oh my God, his jaw. Ugh,
broke his jaw?
ugh. Um, it was the first showing too. It was like at 1:30 in the afternoon on Thursday, and it was still pretty full.
That's pretty. That's insane. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, I actually like when movies bomb because then and movies I want to see because then they're completely empty when I go see them.
You like going in with no one there? Just
Yeah.
because people are irritating?
Well, yeah, because they don't respect the screen. They
Yeah.
phone on. They're talking so much. I'd rather have that experience
Yeah.
like with Joker 2. I personally loved it. Everyone hated the movie, but I saw it twice.
I haven't seen that yet.
You haven't seen it yet? I loved it.
You loved it.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. I know that's the thing with movies. It's all relative. Like,
It's not just relative. When like a lot of YouTubers were shitting on it, like movie reviewers and whatnot, and then the critics were shitting on it. Like people take that seriously, which is so not that they shouldn't take
yeah.
it seriously, but if there's like a common denominator
hmm
for it, like take it with a grain of salt and see it for yourself
Oh,
first.
100%. I mean, there are so many reviewers that jump on there so fast and instantly say bad things about everything. And it's like, wait, you know?
I
And
almost
then I've seen movies where they jump on them and they say they're phenomenal, fantastic, amazing films, groundbreaking. Like, I'm gonna say something controversial.
all
Did
right.
not like the substance that much. Think it was way overhyped.
Really,
Yeah. I don't know.
I
I was
haven't.
like,
But I think they do that a lot. They overhype a lot of movies because they want them to make money, and then they like.
yeah.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss off a lot of people, and I don't give a
Go.
Deadpool Wolverine was.
Uh-oh.
I had to turn it off 10 minutes into it, and everyone says it was the best movie ever.
I don't think I've seen it. I haven't watched those movies. Was bad. Yeah, no, I hear ya. I hear ya. There's lots of stuff that's like that. I mean, I every single brand new movie, I'm really always skeptical going into them because I'm like, there's so much marketing and PR campaigns and all kinds of stuff nowadays that it's a hit and miss. And sometimes all that hype ruins the movie. If I hadn't heard anything, I might have enjoyed it more actually than hearing all that stuff.
I was actually gonna go see because Snow White was hated so much, and I understand why I wanted to go see it just because the theater was empty. You know, not because I really wanted to see it.
I never saw that. I want to see that too. It's
Yeah.
probably fine, you know?
Um, it could be, and it can't. I mean, I also heard Gladiator 2 was so amazing, and then I finally saw it at home.
I was
Uh,
like, meh.
what?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I've been watching a lot of like older foreign films,
Like what?
crazy weird horror stuff. Um that like stuff that's on Shutter and that's like weird stuff. And I'm enjoying that a lot more. A lot more creative seeing how they put these movies together. They're very different, very atmospheric. I just like that more generally.
I like. I honestly like 40s and 50s movies because the story was better. There was no CGI. You know,
hmm
I've gotten really into Humphrey Bogart lately.
Oh, that's cool. I had a viewer actually, I screenshot it. He listed a whole bunch of movies that are like the 60s, from the 60s and that kind of thing. Burgess Meredith,
Meredith, I love
mangled that. And yeah, and they're like the movies are like look like they're really good. I'm gonna check them out actually.
Burgess Meredith was a great. He played the Penguin in Batman, the TV show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Crazy. But I've done a lot of reviews of like the Sentinel and um those old like Karen Black movies and stuff.
Mhm.
And people are really gravitate towards those. I think that those are my best performing videos, actually. A lot of people like that kind of thing. So I tend to like to go back to those movies as opposed to the new stuff.
Yeah, the newer stuff has way too much too big of a budget. I think this is gonna be
Yeah,
controversial.
I agree.
Superman looks terrible. Superman looks like the worst movie ever,
Yeah,
and so does the Fantastic Four.
yeah. Well, I don't watch any of those movies anymore.
Right.
I haven't seen any of them in ages, but yeah, people get so caught up in all of them and they're like, I don't know. I don't know. Would you act in one of those if you could?
If I could, but after trashing them so much, I don't think they'd want me.
You never know.
I mean, it would have to be like you. Don't get me wrong. I love Wolverine and Wolverine character, but when you
Right.
bring to it's the same problem I had with Beetlejuice. I don't want nostalgia. I want a new story or a similar story that's kind of similar, but
Yeah.
I don't brought in for nostalgia's sake because then
Hmm. Didn't you did Beetlejuice like Michael Keaton's like getting up there.
yeah,
That bothered me so much because it's when you grew up back then and saw him in the heyday, like Mr. Mom and that, and then you see that, it just makes me like, okay, you just crushed my soul. Like my whole existence is like, why?
funny thing is actors do age, especially like the A-list celebrities. They seem to age really slowly.
Yeah. But then they do get to that stage. Yeah, I'm old enough to know, like, they do get to that stage, and it's like they should be doing something different, not reviving a role that they were so like he was so crazy and wild and fast and, back in the day, it's just like it really showed, and I was like, "That was not good. That was not a good thing."
Yeah, that's what I think about the latest Mission Impossible. He needs to stop.
Oh, Tom, Tom, it's time. You have enough money.
Probably
Yeah.
crush. You love him.
What's that?
Probably love Tom Cruise. No?
Me? Oh, no.
Oh no.
I'm not a fan. No. I remember him like I don't get it. I don't get why he's so huge. Because like back in the day the stuff he was doing like risky business and that kind of thing, no one ever dreamed he was going to be what he is. And he's kind of gotten into this franchise and just like, and he's I'm sure like bought his own company and put everything into it and he's doing it and it's like give somebody else a chance. Come on.
I agree with you 100%. But if I say too much, I know certain people don't like when I crap all over him.
Yeah. I just don't get it. He's
Like
done some cool movies, yeah, totally. But there's lots of people that have done cool stuff too. Like, I don't know.
a lot of respect because he does his own stunts, but I think like that's cool, but it's not enough. Like I love A Few Good Men, but I would die on this mountain that anybody else could have played that role and it still would have been good. Like it
Yeah,
didn't. Robert Downey could have played him. Kevin Bacon could have played him. Uh, Anybody of that era could have played him. Russell Crowe,
yeah,
like it. Not that they're bad actors. I'm just saying, like when you have an ensemble piece like that and Jack Nicholson's leading everything,
yeah,
you need Tom Cruise star power. You don't.
yeah, yeah, totally. Um, Speaking of Kevin Bacon, I really love Kevin Bacon. I think he's really fun and awesome.
I love Kevin Bacon too. I don't love all of his movies. I think he makes some weird choices, which is fine. That's good.
Yeah.
He does interesting choices. Like
Yeah, but I think he has fun with it. He just tries stuff.
yeah, I didn't
He-
like the horror movie he did a few years ago with the haunted house, whatever that was.
Mm, I'm
I
not sure.
It was like
Uh,
where he went, he couldn't escape the house. I could look it up. It's not gonna
hmm.
take offline if I check it on IMDb right now, would it?
Probably.
Oh, it would. All right, I won't. I won't. Do
Oh,
that.
sorry, what?
No, if I check on IMDb on my phone to see if he's like, if I just go to the app, would that kick me out of here?
Try it. You'll still be here, but your picture might not show up.
I don't
I
need.
can
I can look it up. I can look it up somewhere else. It's fine.
look it up too. Kevin Bacon.
Came out a few years ago. I'm looking it up on here, so I don't have.
Stir of Echoes?
Oh no, that was '99. That's a great horror movie. Have you
Because
seen
I
it?
was gonna say I don't think that was a haunted house where he was trapped, but yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna look it up. Kevin
Hmm.
Bacon movie in a haunted house.
I think we lost the chat. That's all good.
So
Everyone's watching.
no one's watching?
No, everyone. I'm sure everyone's watching. There's people. There's no one talking in the chat.
Should Have Left. It's a psychological thriller that came out 2020. 2020 is when it came out.
What's it called?
Should Have Left.
Should have left. I guess it doesn't matter because it's not good. So. Oh, I didn't even hear about that one. But it wasn't good.
Not up to my standard. There was also, I forgot the girl who was in it. Who's the girl in that?
Amanda Seyfried
Yeah, it was. I usually like her too, but it was really bad.
was not good. 2020.
Yeah, but Kevin Bacon, actor. I will agree that. Jesus, that dog is Cujo's.
I guess she's at this point. She's got the girl now. She's adopted the girl.
Someone saying hello. Exorcist review.
Oh, hey, Baron Vaughn, how's it going? He does Exorcist reviews. So he does, his channel's all about everything The Exorcist, everything you didn't even know existed about The Exorcist, inside out and backwards. He's had, Peter Blatty's son on the channel as well and talked about, yeah, you have to check out on his channel. I'm sure those episodes are still up there. Asking questions, discussing. He went to The Exorcist where it was filmed, the staircase, all of that. Yeah. So anything Exorcist you want to know, he's your man.
Love the first movie so much.
Yeah, me too. Me too. We're kind of waiting to see what this newer one with Mike Flanagan's going to be like, but we're a little bit unsure. I think Baron Vaughn's a little bit more confident about it than I am, but
Mike Flanagan's. He's the one who's producing Chris Tuckman's.
oh, that's right.
I know his. I loved what he did. I know a lot of people didn't like the sequel to The Shining. I can't remember. Doctor Sleep. Thought it was unbelievable.
I thought, from what I know from our community, a lot of people liked it.
Well, I'm saying box office wise, it didn't.
Oh,
because people were expecting. Ewan McGregor did a wonderful job. It was a great movie, but people wanted him back in the haunted house for longer. I think
right. Mm-hmm.
that's not. Again, that's nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. Don't.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it was a very different kind of take on it for sure. It was a good one though.
It was a great one. It's one of my. I've watched that many times. It's really good.
Mm-hmm. Baron Brown's working on a second part of the set. So what he does too that's really cool is he takes clips of The Exorcist, but he makes it into like a silent film looking video. It's absolutely incredible.
That's pretty cool.
Incredible. You got to check it out. Really, really neat.
Yeah.
Takes a long time though. Like it's take like lots of time to be able to do that, but yeah, it's really neat. Neat take on it. Uh-oh.
What?
I don't know. Looking at photographs. She seems like so innocent, you know, and
She also looks really familiar because obviously I've seen this movie before, but she looks like I know her from other stuff too, but I can't.
can't look up the actress's name. Case 39.
Before she got on.
Cast. She is Jodelle Ferland.
Oh yeah, that
Her
makes
name's Lilith, right? Yeah, she looks much older now. She's grown up. She kind of looks the same. She looks a lot different, though, I think. Oh, she's Canadian.
Of course she is. No, I'm saying they shoot so much. It's easier to get a kid in Canada than it is.
She's born in Nanaimo. She's like born out close to where I live, like
Wow.
up island. Nanaimo's up island from me. Oh, Silent Hill she was in.
I
And
haven't.
the tall man.
The Tall Man, I saw that, right? I think I did.
I didn't see it. She's been in lots of stuff. She was in Home Alone the Holiday, so I guess that's a newer one. Big Fat Liar 2.
I didn't see that. I didn't even see the
And then
first.
some things I have never heard of before. Oh, she was in Twilight Eclipse.
Oh,
Maybe
really?
just a small part though. Maybe she was just like one of the friends or something.
Maybe. But what's her name? Really small part, and she's milked it. Anna Kendrick, and she's had a great career from that.
Cabin in the Woods. She was in too.
Oh, she was in that? That's where I know her from. Okay.
And she was in Carrie from 2002. Wes
Oh,
Craven's They.
okay.
Now I'm just going through. This is a lot of movies. I wonder if she actually was in all of these. Probably.
Do anything recently?
Um,
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make you look this up. I could look it up.
their most recent, it looks like, was Dark Matter, The Unspoken, like 2015.
Okay.
So maybe she hasn't dropped out. I don't know.
Maybe
Let's see. 2025.
maybe she had kids.
She's doing conventions. And continues to be involved in acting projects. Yeah, maybe she just kind of dropped off a little bit and started doing the cons. I don't know. That's interesting though, anyway.
It is interesting. There's a lot of camera movement in this movie, like weird camera movement.
Yeah, I'll pay attention to it now.
No, you don't.
Talk about weird camera movement. Check out The Ritual. It's like the shaky cam thing, but it made no sense. Like I was like, why? Why
I
are we doing this?
can't believe that Pacino would be doing a movie like that, but I guess it happens.
I guess they paid him and did it. I don't know. I don't know who this director is, but it seems like he's up and coming. Like to me, this seems like a newer project for him. He did something before that that was really, really, really big though. Like it hit it big with the festival awards.
Hmm.
Let me see. He's probably somebody you know already, and I'm just stupid, but
No,
um,
I don't know that many people. You listed so many names earlier.
I should know more though.
Yeah, why don't you beat yourself up more? That's smart.
I should know it all.
You should know everything. What
I'm
do you?
trying. Like I say, I don't remember. I can't remember things. Wait. I thought it was somebody smaller. Maybe it is someone it's big. Oh no, that's the wrong movie. Ugh. I hate when they do that. Movies are the same title, same name.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
Why do they do that? How come there's not like a copyright against that?
I don't. I think they're well, because usually it's not usually about the same thing. I don't know.
You're allowed to do that then. You can come up with another movie.
It only lasts for so long. Like it's not that they always. What I hate is when they make the same movie twice in 1 year. Like The Illusionist and Prestige are very similar, and because they're trying to compete with the studios are trying to compete with each other.
Yeah.
Like if you see The Illusionist first, you'll like The Illusionist first. If you see The Prestige first, you'll like The Prestige first. Why?
Right.
Why do they need to be in make different movies and let them be in competition? You don't need
Yeah.
a spy on, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that's
I get it.
she's so
Okay.
kid is unbelievable. Wait, I don't understand. Why does Bradley's adopting her?
I think they're dating, aren't they?
They're dating.
Oh,
I know they're dating, but now she has custody of her.
yeah, I think so.
So why does her boyfriend have to hang out with her?
Maybe he's a psychologist or something, a therapist.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. I missed that part.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is. He's probably some sort of a connected in her world, you know? Maybe she's a social worker and he's like the therapist, the psychologist, whatever that analyzes them, the situation and stuff before they get together. Or maybe he works in the same field as her, but she can't be the social worker for her own case, right?
That could be. Or maybe this is case 39.
Maybe it is. Okay, let me see. Uh,
I don't mean to keep distracting you with stupid questions.
no, it's okay. It's okay. You're watching the movie. We're supposed to be watching the movie, but now I'm just curious about the director of this.
Oh wow, that's why. Okay. You've asked her that like 6 times. Calm yourself down, Brad.
Yeah, Brad. I liked him in Midnight Meat Train. Did you ever see that?
Talked about that a while ago. I love Midnight Train. It doesn't get the love it deserves.
No, I know. I remember reviewing that with Katie and we had the Final Girls of Horror. We did that one. I love that movie.
It's a
It
good
was
movie.
so shocking. I was like, wait, what? He's in that?
Well, that's what he did again before he got really famous.
Yeah. Isn't that what a lot of people do to break in the horror, indie horror?
Take whatever you can get in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know?
What movie would you be in the future if you could? Something that's coming up.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any franchise in mind. I don't know. I'd like to be like a villain in like a Batman movie.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
You should do that. I'll have you on and you do an interview.
Well, I would. But they keep casting like when you have Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz and all these other A-listers, you'd think
Yeah.
they would try and let in new names. You don't need that many A-listers to sell a Batman movie.
Right. Well, never say never.
Oh, I'm not saying never, but you just don't know.
Do you see auditions for that kind of stuff or are those harder to get? Like do you have to have a bigger agent to be able to even have a shot at that kind of stuff.
I don't see big stuff, comic book stuff. I see big films, big directors of their latest stuff, but nothing comic booky or Star Wars or any of that. And honestly, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I stopped liking Star Wars a long time ago.
Oh, I think a lot of people have 100%.
No, but
Yeah, I think there is quite a big group of people that don't because it's gone in such a weird direction with stuff, you know? Young people probably love the new stuff, but us old school kids that went to the theater to see it when it first came out definitely have issues with it.
well, I know like my one obsessed with it. He was born like a while ago, so he's a little bit older. And it's like you can't say a bad word about Star Wars to him because he takes it so
Die
personal.
Hard. Yeah. I just think it went weird. Well, just like, you know what? It's everything. Like I've watched so many franchises evolve over the years, you know, because I was a kid in the 70s.
Right.
And everything seems to go that way. It's so much based about money now that it just goes that way because the studios are so huge and the actors need so much money to do things that it's just gone really weird.
But it shouldn't be. It should go back. The 1970s was one of the best decades for movies because they weren't interested in making money. They were interested in interesting stories.
Creative. I know. I know. I get it. Yeah. No, totally. Um, but just everything's evolved so much that that's how it is now, you know? So I'm always really, really grateful. This is why I don't love doing a review where I'm bashing something, especially something that maybe is smaller and up and coming. Like I was telling you about the ritual and this director, if he is kind of newer into it, I don't like doing that because I really appreciate people being creative and trying things and not doing stuff that's going to make $1 million off the top, right? So I like to support and promote that kind of stuff.
I don't like to either, but if I'm being asked a question, like, you know what I mean? I can't lie. I can't.
Yeah, but there's a way, like, you know, there's a way of saying, in my personal opinion, I don't like that because, as opposed to, that's trash. Nobody should like that. I'm so sick of movie reviewers that do that on YouTube and make it like, oh, but that's just my opinion. Get over yourself. It's like, no, you're saying it in a way that you're forcing me to go along with your opinion. I'm really sorry. You know, I don't like that because it's like,
Oh,
you might like it, you know?
yeah. By the way, this is the scene. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's okay. This is the scene. Oh, goodness. I forget this. Whoa, that'd be like, okay. Ugh. Heebie-jeebies. Oh, that's weird. Why do I not remember this?
Also,
Oh,
it's
this
stupid
can't be good.
to step on hornets when you're bare feet. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, right? Why is he flushing them? Why doesn't he just leave the room?
I don't know.
Uh-oh. It's not going to be good. Oh, creepy. Okay, I gotta tell you, this scene right here would freak Abby the heck out. She does not like bees or hornets or anything flying.
She probably wouldn't like this movie then.
Mm-mm. It'd be very triggering for her.
Remember what happens in the scene? No.
No, because I don't remember this part at all.
This is like the only thing I remember.
Is it? I only remember that oven, the oven scene. That one stuck in my head.
Yeah, if you throw your shirt full of hornets in the bathtub, that's smarter. And if you, I don't know if you remember earlier, he mentioned he
Thanks.
fear of hornets.
What's that?
Earlier, his character mentioned that hornets freak him out.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Ew, did you see the eye scene? Yikes. That's creepy.
You see that?
Ah,
Pretty good CGI.
it's well done, yeah. Really well done. Why don't I remember this? What was I? Did I fall asleep?
This is like so iconic.
Yikes. I feel like I remember something happened to him though. Okay. Ah,
Reviews hears about the tall man. He thinks about Phantasm.
the tall man. I think about Phantasm. I don't think I've seen the tall man.
I think I've
Kind of
seen.
has a similar feel to it than Phantasm.
Oh no, mate! I saw Slender Man. I confused. They all sound the same.
Is Slender Man like that too?
No, it
Yeah,
has a similar title.
the tall man. So funny these movies, like they're so, readily available out there, but there's so many I haven't seen yet.
Is there a movie you would like to, a movie franchise you would love to be in?
That's a good question. Yeah, The Walking Dead.
Probably gonna still be going.
100%.
Okay.
And I'd want to do scenes with Negan.
Would you want? Would you want to be a zombie, or would you want to be a main character?
A main character. A main character, of course. With Jeffrey Dean Morgan and I guess what's his name? The other guy. I don't like him as much, but 100%. Yeah. Or I would love to, if I could go back in time, The Exorcist. One of those movies would have been really cool.
Yeah, I heard that new one by wasn't any good. The remake by David Gordon Green.
Exorcist Believer, yeah, nobody liked it. I didn't mind, like it was an okay film, but it you can't really touch The Exorcist, right? I mean,
Made in the 70s, right?
and he did things that were Friedkin did things that were insane.
Friedkin's he was a freaking genius. I still want to see the movie he did in the 70s with Gene Hackman and Pacino called Scarecrow. Have you seen it?
Let me Google it. Probably.
It's like their earliest film, right after he did French Connection and Pacino did The Godfather. They did this movie together, which was very interesting that they chose to work on such an independent, interesting. I've never seen it. It sounds interesting though.
I don't think I've seen it. But I was really little when it came out though. So I don't think I saw it.
I'd be really worried for you if you saw Scarecrow when you were little.
I saw everything when I was little. My dad was nuts. He would just like they didn't restrict me with anything. I got to watch all of it and he was into horror stuff. So and he ended up being a deacon for the Catholic Church and he was super interested in exorcisms and all that kind of stuff. So he asked all about that thing and he would anything he uncovered, the scariest of the scariest stuff, he would tell me. He'd be like, "Hey, I got something to tell you." He'd be like, "Is it scary?" He'd be like, "No, no, 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 no." And then he'd proceed to say how this kid was possessed and stuff. I feel like, stop. So I was exposed to all of it as a kid,
Yeah,
which is why I'm obsessed with it now, I guess.
makes sense.
You know. The only thing I didn't watch, I refused to watch when I was little was The Exorcist, though.
Really?
I j Oh, no way! Because my mom and my sister would read the books, which is even worse, and then they would describe stuff, right, from the books, and I was like, "Not a chance in hell. There's no way. No way." It took me to my, like, mid-20s before I went and saw it. They did a re-release of it in the theater, and I took my whole family to go to face my fear and go see it, and I was like, "This isn't that bad." What was I scared of?
Not that bad. I actually, when I originally saw it, I was in high school and I found it very, very funny because I saw Scary Movie too. So I'm like, this is hysterical. It's not scary.
Funny, yeah. I could see that. I could see that. But back when it first came out, oh my god, they would show the whole commercial of her, like, head spinning around and stuff on the TV and everything. No warning, nothing.
Yeah, no, not in a bad way funny, but just hysterical because, like, just peeing on the rug for 20 minutes, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I could totally see that. To be honest, it was the idea of it all that freaked me out when I was a kid. But then once I saw it, I was like, "This is not that bad. I can handle this."
I love horror that scares the shit out of me. It's very hard to find.
Mm, absolutely. What scares you in horror?
Not the jump scares, but I don't know. It just has to be like spooky. I like The Shining. Every time I watch The Shining, it's even though I've seen it over 50 times, probably 100 times, it's still
Scary.
creepy, you know? It gets at you psychologically, you know what I mean? If it's a
Yeah.
psychological thing, then it gets me.
Yeah, me too. That's kind of how it is for me too. Um, slasher films, like stuff with true crime elements in it, I have to be in the right frame of mind to watch because that can really do stuff.
Really?
Like, I don't mind gore. I can handle gore and the practical effects and all that. That's fun to watch. But sometimes stuff can really, like,
Fuck with
get
you.
to me.
Have you
Yeah. Like The Bone Collector. Have you seen that one?
think I did a long time ago.
Uh,
Is that with Denzel Washington?
no. Is that what it is? Am I saying it wrong? Hang on. I'm so glad I can go on my phone because I have a tablet. I'm not stuck.
No, I mean I have a
Oh,
tablet.
maybe I'm saying the wrong movie. What am I saying? What am I talking about? Is there another one? What movie did I just watch not long ago?
Bone Collector, no?
No, that is that one with Denzel Washington. I'm saying the wrong name.
Hmm.
Oh, you know what? It's called The Collector,
Okay.
not The Bone Collector.
Never heard of it.
It's from 2009. It's frickin' you gotta watch it. Yeah. It's like a crime kind of thing. Kinda like a Saw movie, but it's different, like, it's not the same.
Saw doesn't scare me. I love the psychology behind Saw. I really
No,
do.
The Collector is freaky. Collector's freaky.
I'll have to check it out.
Very, very gory.
I don't mind gore. Have you seen Identity from like 2005 with Ray Liotta?
No.
You would that
Ray Liotta?
it's Ray Liotta, Amanda Peet. It's got an unbelievable cast. It's like psychological, fucked up true crime, and it's unbelievable. I forgot who directed it. Check out the cast. Read who's in the cast, and you're gonna like have a conniption shit.
Oh, hang on. Oh, John Cusack and Amanda Peet?
Amanda Peet, John Cusack, Ray
Ray
Liotta.
Liotta. I loved Ray Liotta so much. I always wanted to meet him.
I did too. I heard he was a sweetheart.
Yeah. I love him. I just love him so much. Um, no. I don't think I've seen that. 2003.
2003. I was close. 2005, 2003.
Well, maybe this is wrong. No, it says 2003 across the board, so. But it's good. It's like
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
scary good.
Yeah. It'll keep you guessing. I'll say that much. Nobody really talks about that movie anymore, but it's a good movie.
I'll have to check it out for sure.
I'll check out The Collector.
Yeah, it's good. And apparently the second film to The Collector is even better. I haven't seen that yet. I have to wait till I can handle it.
Sequels are very often not at. I mean, there's very few examples of sequels being better than the original. Terminator 2, Godfather 2. There's others, I just can't think of them right now, but it's very rare for a sequel to be better than the original.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Oh, Scarecrow was a Jerry Schatzberg film from '73. I thought Friedkin directed it. I can look that up.
Schatzberg directed The Panic in Needle Park with Kitty Wynn and Al Pacino.
Did he? Oh, so then it was Friedkin that did the Scarecrow. Pretty sure it was Friedkin. Oh, directed by Schatzberg. My bad. Why
Yeah,
did
Baron Von never gets that stuff wrong. He's like he knows everything inside out and backwards.
No, why did I think it was? Was it produced?
Maybe. Or maybe that movie's connected, so you just thought. Because of Al Pacino.
Yeah, maybe. I usually don't get that stuff wrong. I'm embarrassed.
No, don't be. He's really good at that, like inside out and backwards, I'm telling you. You gotta watch a couple of his videos.
I will. Schatzberg. Okay. You live and learn.
There you go. There's so many. It's so hard to remember everything.
It is, but I used to play this game with my friends, the movie game. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's basically you play as many rounds as you want, but like start off either with a director, actor, or actress, or movie,
Yeah.
and you have to go back and forth and keep naming movies with that actor or a
Oh,
co-star
that's fun.
connecting, and whoever you get to challenge the person if you think they're wrong, and if you're wrong, you lose that round. And it's
Okay.
a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if you've ever done it.
No, I've never done it, but that sounds like a lot of fun. It'd be fun to do a live stream like that, actually.
Yeah.
With a panel, like with a panel of 6 people or something, and just
But
kind of
you
go back and forth.
You would need judges because you're not really allowed to repeat unless it's like you can't say like Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man and then say Iron Man 2. You know what I mean?
Right. I get it. I get it. Hey Casteller, this film deserves more love. It sure does.
Definitely.
I'm enjoying it so far on the rewatch.
It's a very good acting for I mean I can only imagine it has to be maybe $3 million budget. What was the budget? No, probably less than that.
Yeah, probably, right?
The only well-known, I mean, Bradley wasn't as well-known for.
Renée Zellweger was big back then, I think.
So was Ian McShane. So, but that's still budget
Small.
was $6 million, and it made only $28.2 million.
That's not bad though.
That's not good.
No?
Usually, to break even, they would have needed to do double $26 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But that doesn't mean it's a bad movie.
Right.
She's playing a young Lilith.
Uh-oh. Now she's thinking, oh, I made a mistake. Maybe I made a mistake.
Oh wow.
Watch The Hills Run Red, Midnight Movie, and Southbound. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Thank
gonna write
you.
these things down.
You'll have to remind me. I could write it down too, but I don't want to exit out.
Hills Run Red. Midnight Movie. Movie and Southbound. That's why I like kind of connecting with movie collectors, because you get to hear about all these movies that you might not have heard about before.
No, it's very cool.
And it's fun watching movies that way, because I don't know about you, but you go through and you're scrolling to try to find something and you can't find anything good.
Mhm.
And then someone will come along and go, watch these movies.
Yeah, it
Case
is.
39, Devil and Mr. Frost Deserve More Love.
Mr. Frost.
Okay, look those up too. A lot of people have forgotten Dead and Breakfast. Dead and Breakfast. Okay, thank you. That's awesome. That's like 6 different movies.
That's like 8 different movies. Dark Ride is on Tubi.
Dark Ride. There's a lot of good stuff on Tubi,
There is.
but there's a lot on Tubi, so you got to sift through it all.
Yeah, I have an issue of I have to be in the right mood for a certain movie, or if I just want to like
Mhm.
play a game and just have it in the background. I don't want to watch anything new. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm. Mr. Frost is with Jeff Goldblum. I love Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum is phenomenal. I haven't
Yeah.
seen The Fly. I have to watch The Fly. That's what I have to watch.
You haven't watched The Fly? What? You got to watch that. Right after this, you're watching that movie. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love Jeff Goldblum. He's probably, I could say, maybe my top favorite actor of all time.
He's your top. He's one of the best. I got to see him on Broadway.
Did you? Amazing. I almost got to meet him. But I had a store before years and years ago, like a gift shop kind of thing. And this woman came in and she actually hung out at the nightclub, the jazz club where he would play. And she said, if you ever come visit me in my town, I'll take you to meet him. But it never happened.
That would have been cool. He's also a
Very
nice
cool.
guy. I got it.
And he's older, but he's like got a younger wife and they have kids, and he's just like, he's so cool for his age, you know?
He's very cool. He's also very down to earth. I believe I got his autograph. I'm pretty sure I did.
Very neat. I could see that. But
Yeah.
The Fly, like, amazing. Practical effects,
Oh,
top notch.
one of the best filmmakers, body horror to ever do it. That's why I don't understand why no one watches his new movies, but everyone was obsessed with The Substance.
Yeah, crazy, eh?
Do you see this weird shit? Like, why everyone else is walking slow and Renée Zellweger is just sitting at the desk? It's a weird shot.
It's a weird time lapse kind of thing. Is she like just
It's
in that state of terror that she just doesn't know what the hell to do? And so the world's moving around her, and that's how they could portray it back then.
because she's annoyed. The Resurrected with Chris Sarandon is a horror gem. Okay, you're
Chris Sarandon is a horror gem. Okay. I love Chris Sarandon too. Why do I not know of these movies?
they're very under the radar.
Yeah,
But you gave us like 12 movies to watch.
there's more. Lady in White, Night of the Demons, 1, Terror Tract, After Midnight, Campfire Tales, and The Midnight Hour are good films for Halloween.
All right, good to know.
Dead and Buried is terrific. That's cool. You know, also, Ben, you can go back when this is on the live stream is just on my YouTube channel. You can go back and kind of catch the
All right, because he
chat too.
a lot of recommendations. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if you heard of this movie. I found this at Walmart yesterday. Yesterday, I think. Knox Goes Away. It's Michael Keaton's directorial debut. He plays a hitman who has early onset dementia,
Oh,
and it
wow.
very well. That's creepy.
Hi. Hi. Oh my goodness.
Video.
Aw. What's your cat's name?
He's a punk.
What's his name?
Cool.
Oh, you kind of cut out there.
Oh, Creamsicle.
Creamsicle. Hi, Creamsicle. Hi. Aw. Oh. You're
Yeah.
live streaming.
Live. You're showing the world your ass.
We'll have to censor that part out. Hi, Creamsicle. Oh, you want love. You're like, you've been talking too long to the camera. You need to pay attention to me.
Yeah, that's
Oh. That's one thing I love about my job. It's a retail job and people come in all the time with their dogs. Oh, I love that so much. They all want treats, of course, but still fun.
very fun.
Yeah.
Attention too. And then
Bye, Creamsicle. Bye. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by.
comes when he wants.
That was cute. It was like he knew. He knew
Yeah.
he had to show, say hi.
Auditions, and it's really annoying.
Really? It's just the attention. He wants attention.
I'm trying to get the lines out. I can't have you here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Renée Zellweger is really good in this.
She's very good, yeah.
I don't like the plastic surgery she's gotten. I feel like
I'm not a fan either. I'm not a fan of any of them having got it's kind of sad. I don't get it, but I guess it's kind of a thing.
like cute here, and then she looks completely different now. I don't.
Yeah. There must be a lot of pressure in Hollywood for roles to do that though.
I'm sure there is, but they end up looking ridiculous.
Yeah, same with Nicole Kidman. She doesn't even look like Nicole Kidman anymore.
That's true, but she's in everything right now. It's crazy.
But that's obviously there's that pressure to do that, right?
I'm sure. Well, I don't know if there's pressure to do that. Like I know an actress who's not as well known as obviously Nicole Kidman, but
Mm-hmm.
young and she got work done, and I really wanted to tell her like, you didn't need to do that, but
Did it anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I guess I don't mind if people do a little bit of something to like freshen up, and feel good about themselves. But yeah, when they start looking not like them anymore, it's like, what are you doing?
yeah, I mean that's what I used to really like Jennifer Aniston, but she does not look like herself anymore.
She doesn't. No, that's true.
That's a good scare.
Oh boy, I don't remember that. Uh-oh. She's not a little angel anymore.
Is that? Of course, we need her running in her panties.
Yeah, it's for effect.
That's a really good zombie. I don't know what they did there, but jeez.
Oh, that's scary.
I remember this.
Typical. That's like out here. That's a typical bus driver. Sorry.
There's nobody out there.
You're a crazy person.
I think that's what Lilith does. She finds out what you're scared of, and then she makes you face your fears.
Plays on it, yeah.
Which is why they put her in an oven. I thought there'd be more comments, but I guess
Of them putting her in an oven? I thought you'd remember that part. That part stuck out in my head. It was so tense.
How many times do you think she shot that scene falling down the stairs and running away from the invisible zombie?
Yeah, that was well done though. Maybe she didn't do it though. Maybe a stunt double did it for her. Do you think?
Most likely.
Are you going to do all your own stunts when
I'm
you're in the Batman movie?
being like Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I will try and do it, you know?
Wasn't he like hanging from an airplane or some kind of thing the last one?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a nut. What a
That was,
nut.
that was like 5 or 6 films ago. Oh no,
They all The new one, yeah. They all kind of blend though. You know. He
new.
could just like copy and paste the scene, you know.
Do you remember Possible 4 Ghost Protocol with Jeremy Renner?
No.
The one where he scaled the building with the suction cups?
Okay.
So the bad guy in that was Michael Nisquist. He's like a English actor. He died 6 years ago or something, like maybe longer than that.
Okay.
But I was on an indie film he was shooting years ago.
Yeah.
And, he was waiting for the bathroom. It was like there was only one bathroom in the on location, so there was a long line, and he was waiting. He was right behind me,
Right.
and he scared me so much in that role that I told him I don't really need to use the bathroom.
Oh, I wish I could meet some of these people that scared me in the movies, but I have yet to do that. I
Yeah,
think
no,
that'd be really fun.
yeah, it's fun to meet some of the. I mean, I met some really. I'm not on set, but like Broadway doors and whatnot. I met Al Pacino's my favorite actor. Al Pacino.
Yeah.
I he's I've seen him on stage twice, and he's unbelievable.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. Yeah. Yeah, he'd be someone else to meet for sure. He still looks good too.
Well, he still loves acting. You can tell he loves it.
Well, yeah, I mean, but at that stage when they're still doing roles, they're not doing it for the money. They're just doing it because they love it.
Right. Well, he did just also have a newborn, so maybe he is doing.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say maybe it's all the young chippies that they hook up with that's keeping them young.
He could be.
Yeah. Wasn't
Th-
Al Pacino, he was with Beverly D'Angelo for a while, right?
But I
I
don't think
think.
he's married. I don't remember exactly.
I feel like they were together. There's this artist in town that paints very realistic murals, airbrushed of celebrities and stuff like that, and he got to go to Beverly's home and bring this painting or whatever. And pretty sure that's where I heard about that. But I don't think they're together anymore.
No, I don't think so.
I think it was like a few years back.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The casting in this is really unbelievable.
Yeah. I like these kinds of movies where you get invested in the characters and the story. You know, I love that in a film. That's what makes it for me. And then if you've got good practical and other stuff on top of it, great.
But like this casting director knew what they were doing. Like honestly, like that's what you need. You need strong actors to play these characters that have you invested.
Hmm.
You
You
can't.
need really good unknowns coming into the films too that can really kind of put something to it.
That was a cool shot.
The
The
eye?
eye. But yeah, no, I agree.
Oh, the mom. The poor mom. She's locked up. Uh-oh.
Was she? Who was the zombie? I don't even know what.
I don't. I thought it was the girl. It was the girl, but she just saw it and then it wasn't there. I don't know. Or just it came out of nowhere, like you say, playing on their fears. Oh no. I think.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's why I remember the oven scene.
Believable.
That's freaky, man.
She's getting back at them.
I don't know what they were thinking. I highly doubt that they would have done away with her in the oven.
Even that extra, the way he's eating those. That's crazy. Oh wow.
Oh, yikes. Poor guy.
Ouch. That'll hurt.
Oh boy. Why, Lilith? Why? I want to send her back. Take her back. I still can't remember how this ends.
I don't know.
Cannot remember. I love how they all looked fresh at the beginning and then they slowly look very worn out and bags under their eyes and really bad. That's really well done.
Yeah, the makeup's very good too.
Mm-hmm. They have good chemistry together, these two.
Yeah, they do. And it's not an original story. Like this has been done over and over, but the way that the angle in is very.
Yeah, it's done differently. It's it's like The Ritual and some of these newer movies. It's like they're not grasping, they're trying to recreate stuff from before and they're maybe trying to make it new, but they're just not grasping it. They're not when I do my YouTube channel, and I'm certainly not saying I'm good at doing any of this stuff, but I visualize things as a whole, like as a composition, putting it all together and seeing all the different parts. That's what I work at. And it just feels like a lot of these filmmakers don't do that.
No,
Like
they.
adding shaky cam footage to it's like, why are you doing what's the purpose of that? It doesn't make it doesn't enhance it. It doesn't make it better. You're just putting it in there because you think you have to put it in there.
Was a trend where they were doing it for a while, like in the Bourne movies. It's shaky. It always makes me nauseous. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I liked it when I was younger, but now I just can't. I can't.
Yeah. It's irritating. And it's like they're not looking at the whole thing as an artistic piece. They're just adding the parts and putting it together and cranking it out. Maybe that has something to do with how the production company is putting like the studio's putting it together too. Maybe cutting stuff and
Maybe. I mean,
but
studio.
it's just like
I mean, this is also distributed by Paramount, which is pretty interesting because I don't think they originally like produced it, but they distributed it.
okay. But like you say, there's lots to do with money now compared to just being creative too. So, and I know my friend Jose, when he's doing movies lately, he gets the opportunity to do it, and then it's literally 2 weeks filming, and that's it. Complete film,
That's crazy.
right? And they're pretty good films. Like they're well put together. It's like 2 weeks. Oh my God. And you get like he would get, say, Doug Bradley would be there for maybe like 4 days out of the 14, and that's it. He'd have to come in, do his stuff, and gone. So they have to just tightly stick it's to schedule. So maybe some people can't put stuff together that way, so it's sloppy.
Sorry. So,
Maybe sometimes people can't put things together that way, so it ends up being sloppy, when they make it.
mm.
Not finished off, not tied together. I don't know.
But sometimes they spend too many months shooting something where there's a lot of waiting around. I think there needs to be a good balance. Like if you're shooting a movie in 2 weeks, you can only do 2 takes per shot.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a rush and you need to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Like Donuts was, I believe, 2.5 to 3 weeks.
Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of work. I have much more respect for it. I love that movie. I have it in my DVD collection.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah, it was really fun. I should send it to you and you could autograph it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could definitely do that.
I'm gonna think about doing that for sure. Uh-oh. Oh, don't knock the popcorn out of her hands. Don't yell at her.
Why did she get those bolts on?
Maybe after the zombie thing happened. Oh, the hardwood floor's all wrecked.
That's okay. I think that was filmed on a stage for sure. Oh,
Yeah,
because just think about that. Every take they do, they have to redo it.
right.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah, that's very cool.
How is that girl so strong?
I can't remember what she is.
She's like the devil. The
Is
devil.
she, or is it like I honestly can't remember the ending. Like, she's like a demon, or she's like possessed
I
by
honestly
something?
can't.
Or do we never know?
I don't. Ooh, she's gonna step on a nail.
Oh, shivers right up at the back of my legs. Oh,
Doors are expensive too.
yeah, the floor's wrecked too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Jesus Christ.
She's got superhuman strength.
Apparently.
She just wants to be a child with a family. And then she always has to kill everybody. She just wants a family. Just be her family, and then she'll be okay.
I don't think that's true.
No.
Yeah, that's why you burst in the door, because I want you to love me.
Oh, yikes. Oh. I don't think anything would work. I don't know why people think that you can drug her or you can burn her. I don't think you're getting rid of her. I think you need a priest or something. Or a witch doctor.
And you never bring her tea before, and you think you bring her tea now, she's gonna.
And she's going to be okay with it. She's not going to know. We have that flower lamp. We do. Exact same one. Well, this is really tense at the end.
Is this the end? It is.
Well, 15 more minutes. I feel like I remember a scene outside being the end. Yikes. Yikes.
Crazy. Oh, I remember this. She's not just, she's drugging her. Oh, wow.
To do what? I don't know.
I don't want to ruin it for you if you don't know already.
I can't remember. I honestly can't. I
No.
just remember there being an outside scene in the rain or something.
Did you not see what she has in her hand?
The little girl?
No.
Oh, Renee?
Yeah.
She's lighting the place on fire.
Yeah.
Maybe because the original mom and dad had her in the oven. How do you explain that? Your whole house?
It's the only way I could get rid of my child. You need to get out of there.
She wants to be sure.
That's all CGI fire.
Yeah, it's kind of. But how else are you going to do that?
You can't, not unless you want to murder Renee Zellweger.
Yeah. Oh, not the fish.
At
You
least
have to take the fish. Oh. She did. Good. Yay.
I don't even remember if she survives this.
That's her house. She's got the fire going. If the girl does not make it and there's a body, it's not going to look good.
I don't think she's concerned with murder. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, no way.
Oh, okay. Shit. The whole house gone. Oh.
Now she's stuck in hell.
Dang it.
Yeah, you seem fine.
She's stuck. Nothing she can do. Maybe we can find a hotel with a swimming pool. That'll be fun.
She's probably gonna do something. Oh,
You said I should surprise you.
She's probably gonna crash the car.
or worse, go into like a body of water.
Water, yeah, maybe.
Your mother. That's why you never had any kids of your own. That's what you're afraid of, isn't it? Part of you. It's her.
Whoa, she's mean.
Slow down. How are you? You're upset. We shouldn't be driving.
It's kind of a neat, like it's a neat take on demonic or, possession kind of film because you don't necessarily know that's what it is.
Right.
That's kind of fun.
It's very fun.
Hmm. Oh dear. Oh, that must have been her mom then.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
That's crazy.
Didn't work.
Are you scared?
That was weird.
Yep, exactly. Told you. We predicted it.
Boom. She's not gonna die. It's not gonna happen.
Well, if the fire didn't take her out.
Oh, it's so tense.
Just die. Jesus.
Ah!
Willing to kill herself. Well, that actually makes sense because she would go to jail for burning down the house with the kid inside.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and her other parents did too. They went to jail for it. I wonder how they would explain the woman in the padded cell burning to death.
I don't know. I don't think she was actually. She wasn't burning to death.
Oh,
It
okay. She just felt it.
felt like she was. Because if you remember, they looked in on her, and she was just running into the wall.
Okay. Oh, did she do it? Be pretty rough swimming in all your clothes all the way back up to the top.
Yeah. But she's getting paid a lot of money to do it.
There you go. Probably in a swimming pool.
Well, yeah, most likely it's a tank at the studio.
A studio tank, yeah. Maybe it wasn't raining. Maybe I just remember her being soaking wet.
Well, that's close to rain.
Yeah.
Did that work?
I have a feeling it did not work.
No, because then there would have been a Case 40 movie that came out.
Yeah. Maybe that's coming. Someone's going to do that now. They'll think of it. So the cop, I feel like the cop shows up, but I guess she'll never know.
That's how they're ending it?
Hang on.
Yeah, that's it. It's over.
Is yours completely? Oh, it is.
I wouldn't lie. Why would I lie?
Huh. I wasn't sure because I wasn't there yet. And I was like, wait, are you seeing the total end? And the credits roll. Oh my goodness. So what did you think? I don't remember that. I don't remember the ending at all.
I don't remember the ending. I thought it was better than I remembered. There weren't really scary parts.
No, it's not a super scary movie, but
It's very well done.
yeah.
I'm glad I didn't remember everything about it, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember what made me watch it. It was probably Bradley Cooper.
Yeah. I just remember a whole bunch of people telling me, you've got to see this movie, like a lot of years ago. And I didn't see it at the theater and I didn't know how I was going to be able to watch it. And then finally it came up somewhere. Maybe it was on Tubi or something like that. And I finally got to watch it and I remember thinking, oh man. And for some reason, just like with you, the first time watch, didn't remember everything. No idea why.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a good movie. I don't know. You have to be in the mood for it, or no one.
Yeah.
It's
Would
not
I
like,
watch it again? I probably wouldn't watch it again. Now that I've seen it and paid attention to it.
well, I might watch it again because we were talking a lot through it, and I didn't catch everything, but
Right.
I didn't want to be rude, so
Maybe watch it just to pick up on the other stuff.
Well, I mean, I still know the basis of it. It was but
Mhm.
I'm sure I missed some things, but it was still, it was a fun rewatch.
Yeah, for me, it was really a fun rewatch. I wasn't sure because I thought it'll probably all come back to me and it'll be just like watching it the second time. But only thing I remembered honestly was the oven scene, and I think later the mom in the cell feeling like she was getting burnt up. I remember those two parts, but I
Right.
don't remember. I don't remember the bees or
I-
any of that stuff.
That's a very memorable scene.
It is now, yeah. I won't forget that now. Poor guy.
Yeah.
But
His
yeah.
very good in that. I mean, that scene specifically because, and I'm not saying that like surprisingly, but he didn't have a lot of dialogue and it was a lot of reacting to.
He's good in horror. I think he's good in horror. I'd like to see him do more of that, actually.
I would too. I personally, this is going to be another controversial. I really did not like Maestro. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I didn't see that one. It wasn't good.
Well, if you're going to make a biopic about Leonard Bernstein,
Mm-hmm.
for it to be more about his work and less about his sexual preferences.
Right?
Not that you can't include his life, but if you focus on the fact that he was gay, like that shouldn't be the focus of such a legendary composer, in my opinion.
Right. And it just wasn't that great. So the story wasn't great, or Bradley wasn't great in it.
He did a good job in it, but for me, Leonard Bernstein's like up here, and I wanted to learn something new about him, and I didn't really learn what I expected to learn in a biography. Like if you
Yeah.
go back and watch, I don't know if you've seen Chaplin with Robert Downey Jr., where he
Yep.
played. That's phenomenal. It's a great performance. You
Yeah.
up about Chaplin. It's not like forced down your throat kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I could see that. but he still surprises me. Like, he's a pretty diverse actor, you know? He's done a lot of different things that are like, wow.
Oh no, he's a very. I mean, he can do comedy, he can do horror, he can do drama very well. He's a very good actor. Don't get me wrong. I love The Star Is Born. A lot of people didn't like it.
I did too. I liked it.
I don't like it as much as the original with James Mason and Judy Garland, but
Yeah, of course.
but
But it was good. Barbara Streisand, though, wasn't it?
no,
The Star
Barbara
Is Born?
remake after Judy Garland, and actually there was the original was 1937. I haven't seen that one, so there's been like 4 or 5
Oh, I
versions.
didn't know that. Wow. Did not know that.
Yep.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, we're at the 2-hour mark.
Oh wow.
See, just it goes so fast because you're talking about stuff and watching the movie and getting into it, and now you've done your first watch party.
I've done my first watch party. I am no longer a watch party virgin.
There you go. Did you like it?
I did. It's nice to watch a movie that cares about the casting. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like nowadays they don't care about casting. You just need to have a lot of social media followers or be a really big name in order to, be cast. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's fun rewatching some of these. A lot of the movies from the late 90s, 2000s, I missed out on because that was around close to the time where Abby was born, and I was watching kids' movies then,
right,
animated films and whatnot. So
you missed out on a
and
lot of good movies.
I did. I'm learning, but I get to experience them fresh now. So that's kind of cool too.
No,
You
that is.
know,
Have you seen
yeah.
the
The what?
Matrix?
Have I seen The Matrix?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh
I
no,
have seen The
not
Matrix.
really a horror, so I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I love science fiction stuff. I'm huge. Probably my favorite movie of all time, science fiction is Alien, the first Alien movie. I love that. I love that. I love all those movies. I love science fiction though, for sure. I've seen a lot of like thriller, drama, action movies and stuff back in the day too. Horror's always been kind of my favorite, but to be honest, I don't really know. I started out my channel was not going to be horror. It just kind of went that way, you know?
Well, horror has so much to it, so many elements to it, so many different kinds of stories. So,
Yeah, and nowadays too, a lot of people link horror with sci-fi. It's horror, sci-fi, horror drama, horror comedy, all together. So it kind of connects everything together.
horror.
But yeah, no, I've watched a lot of movies. I haven't watched everything though.
Well, it's really hard to watch everything.
Yeah.
Not
That's my
hard.
goal though.
It's a good goal to have, but like,
Yeah.
there's still gonna like. It took me. I didn't watch Gone with the Wind until like maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, I actually watched Gone with the Wind like maybe 15 years ago, thereabouts, for the first time,
that's
actually. Those are great films too.
an amazing film. I love the movie.
Yeah.
It's a long movie, but it's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's fun. That's why I like talking with people that watch movies because you can kind of get interested in things that maybe you never would have checked out on your own. I find that really fun.
Yeah, no, that guy listed like 15 movies to watch.
Yeah, I get that all the time. Welcome to the world of the watch party.
Yeah.
I have like pages and pages of movies I still have to check out.
Half of them I've never even heard of. I haven't heard of half of the stuff he listed.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You should see people's collections too, the amounts of movies that they have. It's just crazy.
I have a lot. I have to get rid of some because I've grown out of. Not that I have to get rid of some. I just don't like the movies as much as I used to.
So you're gonna thin them out.
I think I'm gonna. Well, because I need to make room for. I mean, I think I have like 350 to 400 DVDs.
Wow. Just be careful what you throw out because some of them are worth money and they're, valuable, like sought after that are out of print that you can't get anymore. I had so many VHS tapes.
Do you?
Got rid of them. I had. That's
Oh,
what I started out collecting back in the day. And I just gave them all away.
yeah. Well, I have a
I
theory
didn't.
with streaming because they take things down so much that it's not going to be like people are going to want to see certain movies. So like I like to buy like old movies that are like at thrift stores that are unopened, like Gone with the Wind, or you
Yeah.
know, because people are going to be able want to watch that on DVD even if
Yeah.
4K. So I've been collecting like old 30s, 40s, 70s movies that I'm not opening for the next 20 years. And when people want them, I'm going to sell them for whatever I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's a good way to go. Yeah, it's really crazy how things are changing. There are so many friends of mine have channels that's all they talk about is collecting and things going out of print, and how some titles have just gotten to be so crazy priced now because they don't exist anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Going back, even VHS tapes are starting to come back in again
I love the,
recently.
yeah, but no one really, I mean, I actually miss watching, like, it felt like a film when you watch it on VHS.
Yeah.
Not as much. I mean, I like Blu-ray because it's clear, but DVD still a little grainy and feels like a film too. But I don't know. Maybe that's because I'm
Yeah.
getting up there in age. I don't know.
I like it. No, there's lots of people that feel the same way about that collect for that reason and that are just not into but then some of the newer stuff like 4K and that, not everything's available on that either. You know, you can't get everything on it. So, and the prices are crazy on some of them, like
It
just
is,
insane.
but some of them are really like I don't know if you've heard of this movie. God, I can't think of it right. Hold on, I have to look it up
Okay.
because um, it's an old Meryl Streep movie from like 1982. Um, oh, Silkwood with Cher and Meryl Streep, and I believe a young what's his name, the Thing guy,
Kurt
Kurt
Russell?
Russell, and it's I've been trying to find the DVD forever, and it's like you can only find it for like 26, $30 because it's out of print. It's not on Blu-ray yet,
Mm-hmm.
and it's insane. I don't want to pay $30 for an old DVD.
Yeah. 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 But that's how it is. Hopefully things will kind of change. I
Oh,
keep thinking they're gonna come up with another technology, another thing,
they're
you
going to.
know? I know they're streaming a lot, but there's that demand for being able to access the movies because not everything's streaming all the time. So some of it's just gone. You can never watch it ever again. But I just have this weird feeling they're gonna come up with some new thing.
I'm sure they are. I'm not interested in a new thing. Like I only want some certain Blu-rays, but like I don't need Blu-rays.
More.
Yeah, I know people that would like throw out their DVDs and replace it all with Blu-rays. I'm like, you're just wasting money because you already had that copy DVD. Why
Yeah.
are why are you throwing it out? But
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel. I thrift a lot of my stuff too.
have you found any good finds lately?
Yeah, because in Victoria, there was like a year ago or so, there was a couple of uh movie rental stores and they went out of business and all of it went secondhand. And I went through and bought a whole bunch of stuff
That's
on
great.
DVD.
Right.
Yeah, all the store copies of everything. So, and stuff still does come through. There's always people getting rid of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes in waves, like you'll have a time where there's not much, but then it'll kind of fill up again and there's more. So I try to grab as much as I can like that for sure. Some of it I'll just order online if I really want it. If I see something newer that I really, really know I'm gonna love for a lot of years, I'll buy it. I'll pick it up.
Right.
But I don't go crazy if it's $100 for one thing. No, I'm not gonna do that. That to me that seems silly, but
It is silly.
and I don't have 4K. I've got a few Blu-rays, you know, here and there, but I just like the movie. Whatever movie I like, I'll buy it. If it's on DVD, I'll get it. If it happens to be on Blu-ray, I'll get it.
Right.
That kind of thing. But I do wish I still had my old VHS collection that I had from way back, but I didn't know, so I got rid of it. I have a huge album of DVDs as well with no covers because that's what you used to do. You'd throw out the covers to save space.
Right.
But that's a stupid thing now because you're supposed to have the cover still. So, oh well.
I mean, you didn't know that
I
was a
didn't know.
trend then to throw out the DVD cases so you had room for everything.
Yeah, I wasn't a collector, so I didn't know. I find that funny though. I have so many in cases. It's hilarious. But at least I still have them. I still have the movie. You can always buy cases for them too, so you know.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's not the original packaging. Like
I know.
I
Trying to make myself feel better.
got really mad at the thrift store last week because Dog Day Afternoon was there, and I love that movie. And for some reason, and I had an instinct to look in to see if it was actually because sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't at thrift stores, and it was
Right.
a different disc. I'm like,
Oh, man.
yeah. Sorry.
Man.
You'll probably have to edit all of this, or hopefully not too much, but.
Oh, yeah, no, it's okay. It's all good. All good. Well, Ben, I see Baron Vaughn said goodnight already. Thanks for stopping by, Baron Vaughn. I guess we can wrap things up now, but this was super fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We haven't hung out for a long time, so this was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess it's getting late where you are now. And I'm going to say thank you to everybody that was in the chat. It was nice seeing everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the movie and us chatting because I had a lot of fun. This was really cool. Yeah. All right. I'm going to end. If you want to go, you can go right away or you can hang around backstage for a bit if you like. But I'm going to do the outro video and I guess that's a wrap. But you have to come back again sometime. You think of a movie and...
We'll definitely be in touch. I do have to head to bed because it's like almost 12:30, but...
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I totally get it. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. See you soon, Ben.
Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.